Well, though it looks like it's a religious piece, and in fact, there's a lot of religious iconography in it and references. Um, and of course, everyone loves the baby Jesus. What's not to love?
Well, you grew up Catholic. Your Italian German heritage.
Yes.
You grew up in Catholic religion, so
Yeah.
you're far more religious than me. So baby Jesus has symbolism to you. There's meaning.
I wouldn't even say I'm more religious than you. I just love what the baby Jesus represents, which is that ultimate sacrifice. And from a more personal standpoint, the sacrifice a parent makes, all
Hmm.
parents, you give up pretty much everything about yourself when you have a baby. Well, you have to change so many ways about yourself to set an example for that little life and the responsibility you give for them. It just becomes the big sacrifice. Humans in our little families were just that smaller version of the huge sacrifice that the baby Jesus represented.
And what's funny is that when you do have a child, you don't always think about the fact that you're giving all of these things up because you think it's part of what it is that you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you just give it up naturally. I mean,
There's a Bob Marley quote that you referred to about a bee. What is that?
it's not a sacrifice for the bee to die for the honey,
There you go.
and it's just a sweet piece about it's okay to let go of that person. You become that person in addition to something else, someone's mother. Um, it's a it's a further extension. You've sacrificed something, but you've gotten something wonderful back as well.
So it's kind of like you don't really realize it when you get into it, but it's always better to give than receive.
No, yes, and it's like that ad. Having a baby changes everything, and it does, and not necessarily in a bad way.